Hi Hersey Bulldogs, it's Miss Emma from Miss Midkiff's class. Today I want to show you guys the lattice method of multiplication, which is a way that you can multiply larger numbers using the simple method of a lattice. So let's get started. All right. So to start, we're going to start with a simple 2-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So let's do 20 times 12. Okay. Now the first step when you do lattice multiplication is to draw a box. So I'm going to get my ruler and draw a box. Okay, so first step after drawing our box, we now will take our first factor and we'll write it up top, 20. So since this is 2 digits, I'm going to break my box in half from top to bottom. Break it into that tens place and the ones place, okay? Now I'm going to take my other factor and write it down the right-hand side of my box. Again, breaking it into its place values of 10 and 1, and break this in half from right to left. Okay, so now that I've done this, I now will break each box again half in half using making a diagonal line from corner to corner. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean. So we take our ruler and we align it here from the top corner to the bottom of the box and draw a line and extend it out. So now we've broken this box into half. So we have a tens place in this box and a ones place in this box. And then we're going to do that for all the other smaller boxes. So again, we have tens, ones, and tens and ones. And these boxes are gonna hold our partial products. So now that we've broken up our box into the tens and ones places, we're going to start multiplying our factors. First step is to multiply the tens from my 20 and the tens from my 12. So 2 times 1, that gives me 2. So I'm gonna write that in the ones box, or the ones triangle of this smaller box. Now we do 0 times 1 is 0. Again, in the ones box. We do 2 times 2 is 4. And last one we have 0 times 2, and that will give us 0. So now that we've written down our partial products, we're going to add them all up to get our final product. So when you do lattice multiplication in any kind of multiplication, you add up your partial products starting in the ones place. So I'm going to start over here because this will be our ones place. And so our ones place is going to have a 0 in it of our final product because that's the only number that's there. Then we go over here to this place. So we have 0 plus nothing plus 4, so we get 4. And then our last place value is going to have a 2 in it because that's the only thing that's there. So our number is 240. Now we have to put all these individual numbers together to make our final product. So remember I said this was our ones place, so this means that this is our tens place and this is our hundreds place. So our answer to 20 times 12 is 240. Because we have 2 100s, 4 10s, and 0 1s. So our answer is 240. Okay, now we're going to do another 2-digit by 2-digit, but this one is going to have some carrying over. So let's start. We have 75 times 15. So remember, first step, draw our box. So now we have 2-digit by 2-digit, so we need to split our box up into half going down and half going this way to create 4 equal pieces, okay? So we write 75 up the top, 15 down the side. So we take each of these boxes and split them in half so that we have a tens place and a ones place. All right, so now we have to multiply our numbers. So we're going to take the 7 from 75 and the 1 from 15 and multiply them. So 7 times 1 is 7. And remember, we write that in this box because it is in the ones place. 7 is in the ones place, and we don't have anything in our tens place. Next one is 5 times 1. So 5 times 1 is 5. Now we have 7 times 5, which is 35. So we're going to write the 3 from 35 in the tens place and the 5 in the ones place. Then our last one is 5 times 5, which is 25. Again, our 2 is in the tens place and our 5 is in the ones place. Now that we've written all of our numbers down, we have to add them up. Remember, we start them adding in our ones place, and so we have a 5 over here, so we write 5. That's all there is. Then we have 5 plus 2 is 7, plus another 5 is 12. So here we can't write 12 because that's greater than 10. So what we can do is write the 2 from 12 and bring over our 1 to our hundreds place. And we have 7 plus 3, which is 10, plus that extra 1 that we just brought over to get 11. Again, we can only write 1 from 11 and from the ones place and carry over or bring over that other, that extra 1 to the thousands place to get 1. So our answer, again, our product, move this one over so you guys can see it. Our product is 1,125. Okay, so we added up all of our numbers together, our partial products, to get our final product of 1,125. So the answer to 75 times 15 is 1,125. Okay, so now we're going to try a 3-digit number. So let's buy a 2-digit number. So I'm going to do 352 times 25. Okay, remember, first step, draw our box. Okay, so now I have my box drawn. Now I need to write my first product at the top, which is 352. So since this is 3 digits, it has to be broken into 3 boxes from top to bottom. So now that it's broken into 3 equal pieces, I now have to write my 2-digit number down the right side, so it's 25, and all I have to do is split this one in half. So go ahead and do that. Okay, so now all I have to do is break these boxes into the tens place and the ones place. First thing I'm going to do is multiply the 3 for my 352 and my 2 for my 25. So 3 times 2 is 6. Next thing is 5 times 2. That will give me 10. Remember writing it in their place values. 2 times 2 is 4. Now next step. So we have 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 5 is 25. And 2 times 5 is 10. So see how these numbers are written across? So now all I have to do is add up my partial products. So starting in our ones place, we have 0. Then we have 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. Remember, we can't write 10, so we have to write the 0 from 10. Carry over our 1. 0 plus 2 is 2. Plus 5 is 7. Plus that extra 1 we carried over is now 8. Now we have 6. 1 plus 6 is 7. Plus extra 1 is 8. So our answer to 352 times 25 is 8,800. So equals 8,800. Okay. So here's some problems I've listed out for you guys. There's 5 problems. 1 is going to be your easier one, and all the way up to 5, which is going to be our most difficult one, where it has that 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication. So you guys can try these at home using that lattice method, but remember that the lattice method can be used for any multiplication problem that you have. It's just a fun, easy way that you can solve your multiplication problems. After you finish using the lattice method, you can also check with your calculator if you have one. Thanks for watching this video, and have fun!